Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're jumping into a playbook that's all about a massive professional shift. We're talking about moving from being disrupted by AI to actually leading with it. So, let's kick things off with a question that honestly should probably be on your mind right now, because the answer could seriously change the entire path of your career. And here's why that question is so urgent. The data from major players like McKinsey and Gartner is pretty clear. Professionals who are really integrating AI are seeing a performance boost of 2 to 5 times. Now, that's not just a small improvement, that's a revolutionary leap. So what happens when some people get 5 times faster? Well, it creates this gap. The playbook we're looking at calls it the AI acceleration gap, and it's a huge new challenge for all of us. Here's the bottom line. A massive divide is opening up in real time between people who use AI as a partner and those who don't. And listen, this isn't some far-off future problem. It's reshaping what's expected of us in every industry right now. And we're not talking about small, unimportant stuff here. Just look at this list. This is the bread and butter of our workdays, right? From the first email you draft in the morning to the final report you write at night, AI is changing the very engine of professional work. Okay, so when a gap this big opens up, you know it comes with some pretty serious risks. The playbook actually breaks down 3 huge threats to your career as we barrel towards 2025. First, there's the gap itself. I mean, think about it. When your colleagues or competitors are suddenly doing in one day what used to take you a week, the pressure is immense. The old way of doing things just starts to feel incredibly slow. And number 2, your value in the job market is literally being recalibrated. It's not just about your years of experience anymore. Now, companies are asking, how good are you with AI? It's a brand new benchmark for how valuable you are as a professional. And finally, and this one is huge. This isn't a one-and-done problem. The people who are adopting AI aren't just one step ahead, they are on a totally different growth trajectory. Their skills are compounding every single month, which means that gap, it's not just wide, it's getting wider faster. So yeah, the problem is pretty clear. The big question is, how do you get on the right side of that curve? Well, that's where this playbook comes in. It introduces a really smart strategic solution called the E.P.P.G transformation framework. It's a 4-stage journey to turn this whole threat into a massive opportunity. So it's a 4-stage journey. You start with E for efficiency. That's all about using AI to just get rid of those boring manual tasks. Next is P for productivity, where you actually multiply what you can get done. From there, you hit the second P, predictive intelligence, using AI to see around corners, not just to work faster. And all of that leads to G, for growth, where you boost your strategic value and really lead the pack. And this slide just lays it all out so perfectly. You're shifting from manual to automated, from reactive to predictive. But honestly, the most important shift is right there at the bottom, moving from linear growth, working a little harder for a little more, to exponential growth. It's a whole new ballgame. And the great thing is, this isn't just some high-level theory. The playbook actually maps this whole thing out over a very tangible 90-day journey, and it's all broken down into 3 clear phases. And check out how this builds. In the first 30 days, the goal is just to build your foundation and reclaim up to a full workday per week. By day 60, you've nearly doubled that. And by day 90, you're aiming for mastery. We're talking about getting back a mind-blowing 16 to 18 hours every single week. So what's the end game here? After 90 days, what does success really look like? It's about making this huge shift from just being AI-proof, just surviving, to becoming truly AI-dominant. You're not playing defense, you're on offense. And you can see that impact right here. It scales up dramatically. You start with a solid 8 hours. That's like getting your whole Monday back, right? But then it jumps to 14, and then all the way up to 18 hours. That is almost 2.5 work days of time just handed back to you each week. And this right here is the core promise of the whole playbook. But notice that key phrase, with consistent implementation. This isn't magic. It's about systematically applying new tools and workflows to get a massive, measurable return on your time and focus. So, to really put that number into perspective, if you reclaim 18 hours a week, and you keep that up for a 50-week work year, you are looking at an extra 900 hours of high-value, productive time. That figure is just staggering. And that brings us to the final, and maybe the most important question of all. The ultimate goal isn't just about efficiency. It's about what you could build, create, or achieve with all that time back. What strategic projects could you lead? What new skills could you finally develop? Seriously, what would you do with 900 extra hours a year?